Hello guys, and welcome back to I Never Knew That. So today we're going to be talking about Jules Verne and the Vernians. So Jules Verne was born in 1828, and he was an author and was very well known and well liked while he was writing books during his life. However, many of his books were so widely received they became adapted towards the theater and for plays. But because of that, some people criticized him and said that he was only an author that was writing scripts for plays instead of actually writing books. However, this wasn't really true because he was writing books, but they would get adapted for the plays. Even after his death in 1905, the sentiment still remained that he was only an author for writing scripts for plays, but he was still extremely well liked. And in 1979, he was the second most translated author behind William Shakespeare. So to give you a little history, when Jules Verne was 6, he was sent to a school, and the teacher of the school had a husband who was a sailor, and her husband got shipwrecked, so she would always tell her class that her husband was like a Robinson Crusoe. Well, constantly hearing about Robinson Crusoe, Jules Verne actually became really fascinated with the sea and with shipwreck stories, so a lot of his books actually reflect that, and they are written in the Robinsonade literary genre, which refers to a shipwrecked or Robinson Crusoe theme in the book. Throughout his life, Jules Verne was constantly fascinated with writing. He was always writing books, and he often put writing on a higher priority than his school, so a lot of times his grade would only be good enough, which at the time your grade was not ranked in A, B, C, D, or on, it was ranked as good or only just good enough. And Jules Verne a lot of times would just get the good enough because to him, writing was more important. When Jules Verne was 19, his father actually discouraged him from writing because his father wanted Jules Verne to take over the family law practice because Jules Verne was the firstborn son. So in 1847, he went to study law, but he only arrived in Paris right in the middle of the French Revolution. Thankfully, the French Revolution did not really affect him, and he graduated from law school in January of 1851. However, even though he had just successfully graduated from law school, he still wanted to pursue writing, and he had been writing books throughout the entire time he was in law school. And his father was really trying to convince him to become a lawyer, even though Jules Verne still wanted to become an author, and Jules Verne even went as far as to say that the only occupation he could succeed at would be writing books. In 1857, Jules Verne had still been writing, and he got married, and once he was married, he wanted a little more financially secure job and became a broker, but within 5 years, he was back to writing books again. A lot of people have called many of his works science fiction, but Jules Verne himself denied that he had ever written a sentence of science fiction and only said that he studied his topics so well before he wrote a book that they were actually scientifically feasible, so later on they would become invented. Many of the extreme devices in his books later on became commonplace in life. Even some became pretty common while he was alive. One cause of his works being so scientifically accurate was that there's a group of people who actually believes that Jules Verne was not writing fiction, but instead he was actually writing historical accounts. These people are called the Vernian Society. However, there are not many of them, and they're not very well documented. Some of Jules Verne's most notable works was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which documents a man who built his own submarine and was sailing under the sea. Around the World in 80 Days, which documents the travel of a man who took a bet that he could make it around the entire globe in 80 days. And Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is the story of some men who went in a volcano in Iceland, had some adventures inside the earth, and popped out of a volcano in the middle of Italy. Alright, well that concludes our video on Jules Verne, and as you know, at the end of every video I draw a new topic to study for the week, and next week I'll make my video about it. So let's get our type of topics and see what my next video will be on. And my next topic will be, let me just get one here, I don't want to study two for the week. My next topic is Leonardo da Vinci. Wow, the only thing I know about him is not much. Okay, I am excited to study Leonardo da Vinci because I just realized I don't know much about him at all. I don't remember if he drew mechanical things, he was an inventor, or if he was a painter. Maybe he did all three. I forgot. I'm really excited to learn about him though, so I'll see you guys next week with a video about Leonardo da Vinci. Bye.